Danny, why? Danny, why? Even after Khalid had just proudly showed you off, like literally, it breaks my heart to be sharing this because we literally heard Khalid say this.
If she comes out, is this something you're willing to explore, or it was just what it was in the house?
Oh yes, I definitely am willing to because it's hard to find someone you're really compatible with. And I love in-depth conversation, and she gives me that,
Chai! And she just fell on day two. At this point, can we listen to Khalid once more?
Adekunle and Dotun want to snatch Daniel. They can't try. They will fail. Yes, please.
So, for some reason, it was a double Wahala night. While we saw Dotun and Daniela grinding it, guys, Deji and Chichi were also grinding it. But you know what, guys? I don't even feel anything with the Chichi and the Deji thing because, I mean, hey, we all know who Chichi is and she doesn't give two Fs. But you see this Daniela, this one enter very, very well. You know, at this point, I think we need to sincerely apologize to all these ladies that people get to bash, especially people like Chichi, people like Doi, who are very loud about their sexual personality, because the truth is, innocent face with easy virtue. I mean, which one the Pepe pass? It is so annoying. Hearing conversations from Daniela where she said this.
She happens.
My family is so happy about me being here, and then they're now like watching me and just like, oh wow, this is your daughter.
Made me realize that some people have been intentionally hiding themselves because of the camera. But my question is, how long will they hide these personalities of theirs? I mean, for what it's worth, I feel like we're going to know who is who in no time. But anyways, let's get into the conversation of the things that happened after the Amaka's eviction. Guys, we noticed that people like Daniela, in fact, at this point, I mean, listening to the conversations Daniela and Dotun has been having, I'm in my head, I'm just thinking, so literally, you're just telling us that you've been faking it all to us. I am going to become a fan of Daniela if by Saturday night, Sunday, we do not see her misbehave with Dotun.
No, even if they are left, no problem. This will work.
Like, if she can keep herself together, then maybe she'll buy a fan from me. Like, I literally do not fan anybody in the Big Brother show, but if she can keep up to that promise, I definitely know we're going to see. I mean, it's very obvious that a lot of the housemates are hiding themselves. I mean, literally, Daniela was talking to the camera. She was saying, family and friends, they're going to say that, this, like this. Like, she suddenly realized that she had overdone a lot of things in the house, especially when it comes to the emotional, sexual part of the game. Whatever, we know that Dotun is not dropping this as flag of trying to woo Daniela. And we know, okay, let me not say I know. Let me not say we know. We're expecting to see the turnout of the whole thing. I know a lot of prayers have been going on everywhere for Daniela. People are like, oh my God, let her keep her legs together. We will get to see that. But I just feel like they are humans, and if they make any mistake, I mean, we all need to understand that part. But my own problem with this is just watching this house with fake it to the cameras. It's just irritating to watch. I mean, literally, guys, for eviction reasons, we literally saw Sheks and Fina having a decent conversation for the first, like, okay, not for the first time, but it was more like Sheks was really listening to whatever Fina was saying. And I'm like, okay, let's see how you guys will keep up your cool. We know that the eviction tension is on, but guys, I'm not even going to lie. One of the people that I find very amusing to watch is actually seeing how Doi keeps up with this narrative of trying to be the Mr. Good Girl, Mrs. Good Girl. Like, I mean, why can't she confront Adekunle? I mean, I've literally been waiting for this gossip that actually leaked. I mean, the same narrative about Amaka sharing something she did not share is the same the way Doi's name has been flying around the house. Guys, you guys already know that the three people that is most hated by all those housemates, Amaka, unfortunately, was left, and then followed by Doi and Adekunle. These guys had the time. And I feel like if they are a bit more intentional about their game, they might have a run for the 100 million. I feel like Adekunle has his eyes on this prize, and I feel like one of the things he's trying to do to the audience is buy attention by always sitting down with this gossip gang and feeding us with very interesting content. I love the fact that there's always a gossip personality in every season of the Big Brother show. These guys are the ones that tell us what the cameras don't show us. I mean, literally, guys, whether you like it or not, there must be that gossip guy, that third party that is feeding us with the things the camera did not tell us. I see Adekunle. Adekunle looks like a very strong contender, which I feel all the housemates are also feeling. And I feel like one of the reasons why everybody sees him as a strong contender is the fact that he's the only one that has been able to challenge both Shex and Bella. But my only problem with Adekunle this week will be his inability to carry out this thing he has promised us that he's going to do. Like, if Adekunle does not drag Shex and Bella, hey, the way me I'm going to drag him in my channel, his fans will not like it. I mean, literally, we want to see him live by his own words. I mean, doing it for God's sake. This guy has been dragging your name on everybody's lips. You also have been talking to, like, literally, they've called doing a therapist. I actually admire her. I love her maturity. But one of the things that I think I do not like is the fact that she's trying to play the nice girl. Like, these guys don't like you. They don't rate you. Why are you busy trying to be friends with people that don't even rate you? And so I feel like she should have given us some content, like, you know, going up to meet Adekunle and really confronting Adekunle. Like, literally, if there are two people that I feel doing should actually sit down and have a wild conversation with, or stand up and have a conversation with, it definitely should be Adekunle and Deji. And I cannot wait if she can level up to doing that. I feel like the way Big Brother gets to evict this house, like looking at Amaka's eviction, I think this is why some of the housemates will keep on shutting their mouth, will keep on trying to hide themselves, their personality with their strategy, because they're scared of showing who they really are. And that's why I think people like us appreciate Amaka for just being herself, you know, saying it the way it is, not trying to mince her word, not trying to sound too nice to anybody, but just being herself. We actually know she's a very nice girl. Anyways, so there were so many conversations that actually happened after the whole Amaka thing. We saw, I mean, Adekunle and Rachel literally were one of those people that broke down this thing like in a very bad ass way, and I found their conversations very interesting. But guys, one of the things that I really want to talk about is this hidden ships that has been going on in the house, especially with Rachel, Adekunle and Kitty Fire. And for what is what, I found Adekunle, you know, confronting Kitty Fire to, you know, I mean, they had this conversation, guys. And the conversation is, Giddy Fire, I'm going to be looking at you some type of way if you cannot tell me the truth about what is your stand with Rachel. Why did you tell me you like that so I can back out? And I'm like, hey, you see this Giddy Fire? He is just a line snake. I mean, I cannot wait to see what the results are going to be by Sunday. At this point, following the eviction that has just happened, I don't even care who leaves and who stays. But you guys know the show is running. Somebody must definitely be the winner. And if I were to mention the strong contenders and the strategies of some of your strong contenders, I'm going to say Adekunle looks like the person who came in with the violence narrative. Like, he's coming to give us content, and I feel like he decided to switch his personality from what the person he originally is to this thing we're actually seeing. I feel like he's not this type of person, but he's actually bringing it because he knows that we need to get content. Looking at Daniella, we definitely know that she's hiding this nice girl card she's playing. We know she's a nice girl, we know she's a smart girl, but we know that she loves to go under. Let me not use the word, but I cannot even understand why she's holding back. Okay, it's relatable, we can understand. Khalid is the guy, we're all out here praying, whatever. I mean, she's a single lady and she has the right to do whatever she wants to do. I'm not preaching immorality, but it is what it is. I feel like that guard would disappear when alcohol takes charge on Saturday. Let me not even go into that conversation. For Shex and Bella, so if I were to mention the realest housemates that I've seen so far watching the show, I'm definitely going to say Bella is one of the realest housemates I've seen in that show, even though she has her bad manners. Yes, it's very obvious. Shex is one of the fakest housemates, I think, that has squeezed that screen, our screens this year. Adekunle is too strategic. I think he's not really bringing out who he really is, or maybe he just got so vexed to the point where he wanted to bring out the demon in him. Doing is just two-sided. I don't like the fact that she can be this nice person and also cannot be that person who gets to confront issues the way it should be confronted when need be. I know Dotun looks like a very, very authentic and real person. I just find it very annoying that she has this inability to confront issues that concerns her matter. And this is literally something that gets me upset. Looking further, I'd say Diana, I'd say Chomsy, I'd say Bella, I'd say Chichi. Guys, I don't know, but I feel like doing, a bit of doing, and I feel Allison is also being very authentic. I feel Hermes is also one of those guys that has been very, very authentic about the show right from the onset. These are just the people I see as very authentic playing the game. I think Brian is also being himself, though he has a very annoying personality, but yes, I think he's just being himself. Guys, let me seriously know who you think is being the realest among all those guys, because literally, guys, I don't know, but we're yet to see more, and I know there's going to be so much drama this week, but for some reason, I feel like all the housemates are going to calm down, because Amaka just left and nobody wants to be mentioned, and this is why I feel Tasha is one of those legendary housemates that would always be in the face of our reality shows every time we're talking about reality superstars, because this babe understood the assignment from day one. She literally knew that she was coming to the game to win the money, not to gain fans and housemates. And basically, I think at this point, if people like Adekunle and Dotun can up their game, like on the Bbnaija level vibes, they're definitely going to be having a run for this 100 million. What you guys sincerely think? Who are you rooting for? Like, this is the first big full-time nomination. All housemates are up for possible eviction, apart from the fake housemates and the H2H. So 4 out of this whole housemates are up. Guys, who are you rooting for? And who do you think is the realest housemate so far watching the show? You guys know I love to keep it real. Just try to make sure that whenever you're sharing your thoughts, make it nice. Of course, if you come for my head, I come for your head. We do it with the I try to make sure this is a safe space where we can actually share our thoughts. And guys, anyways, it is what it is. We're trying to see what's going to be coming up. We know there's so much drama coming up, but for some reason I think that the Amaka leaving the house might just set in like a safe space narrative where nobody wants to fight this week. But hey, we're still watching and we'll still be here to share more about what's happening in Biggie's house. Guys, I'll see you next time. Essentially keeping it real. Ciao, ciao, guys, and stay safe.